If it stops raining, I can get out. I'll just show you dropping these spark plugs in there. But if it continues on raining and it gets darker and darker, you don't need to see me remove the spark plug. I've shown you the cover coming off. I showed you how to get the leads out. I showed you the tools. They are the smaller size, and yeah, rather than the bigger ones. I think the bigger spark plugs, I might be wrong on this, the bigger spark plugs are 22mm and the smaller ones are 18, I think. But yeah, there you go. Damn weather. Alright, okay. I'm Ariel. This was at home. I'm not in the shed. Lucky I didn't go over to Jeff's actually, otherwise I would have got the bike drowned. I would have got me drowned. But you know, I'm quite happy to leave the bike out in the rain really, because I took the cover off and it was just covered in dust. So rather than trying to wipe that off and scratching it, I'll let the rain wash most of it off. And if I have to, I'll stick a hose over it, then towel it off afterwards. See, this is why you put stainless steel on, guys. If your bike's going to live out on the street, if my street is going to live out on the street, hey, stop raining, stop raining. Get out pronto. Quickly show you this. The simplest of tasks. This bike is absolutely filthy. It's absolutely filthy. You filthy bike. Right, okay. Pull that up. Okay, so plug spanner, the right one. Just drop that down there. That fit. Can I get on the spark plug? Yeah, okay, that fits. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if you can see that. Yep, so that's okay. You've got this one. See the lens, which is a normal sort of spark plug socket type. It does go down there, it drops a long way, so I'm going to need you're going to need a short extension on the socket handle. Yeah, come here you bugger, but if I'm going to do it, I'll do it properly, hang on. Right, I'm back with the right complement of tools. So, we know we can get this in there, but it's difficult. It's difficult to get a good grip on it and a good swing on it, yeah? You could if you wanted to, because it wants to be up like that rather than like that. We know we can. This is a smaller spark plug socket. We know you can drop that in there. It just disappears down the hole. So this is a 1/2 inch drive, but I've only got a 3/4 inch socket, a 3/8 socket. So this all adds up to about 4.5 inch extension. Once you put it in, drop it into the bike, get the top poking out, yeah, just have an experiment out of curiosity. Would I, if you had a 3/8 drive rather than a 1/2 inch drive, yeah, you should still get the socket handle on the top there. You might be in danger of knocking that. So 4 to 5 inch. Let me just see what sort of rotation you get on that. Yeah, so you could get that out with no problems. You could get that out with no problems. Oops, give me the socket back. Make sure that's on there. Make sure you give it a little wiggle. Make sure you can't just pop it back off. Right, round the other side. Round the other side. We're going to have to drop the camera down. Most likely. Drop it down a bit anyway. And turn the nose up. Come in a little bit tighter. But we know, pull that off, we know we can get this in here. It's a bit of a fiddle, and you can't get the handle up high enough to undo that, and it's touching that. Okay, so we know we can't slide this lot in here like this because it's just all too big. Can we get that in there? Nope. Okay, so it's a case of dropping that down there first. Just make sure I can get it back. Yep. Okay. And then this will go. Does this go in there? No. All right, then let's. No, if I put that in there, I'll be all kinds of jiggered, won't I? It's just too short. Can I? Careful, 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 careful. I got the swing on the to put it on the plug spanner. Hang on. The trouble is, I'm quite lucky. This is quite old because some of these have rubbers on them, and once you drop them in there and they grab hold of the spark plug, you'll never get the buggers up and out again. No, and that don't go in there. See, so I don't know if there's another tool that you can get, but if I wanted to remove my front cylinder spark plug, I'd have to lift the tank. Whew, bright day out here now. So, as I suspected, is getting down to the front cylinder is going to be a pain, a real pain. And as I first surmised, if I may, taking the petrol tank off to get down to the front cylinder seems the only sensible option. There might be yet a different spark plug remover, but all I've got is what I've got, and I can't think that I might have anything else. And it's just so easy to crank that tank. It'd be so easy to crank that tank. So yeah, it might be prudent to remove it. So hence the reason, if we look at the petrol tank, then when me and Jeff done the petrol tank and, you know, doing the modifications to the petrol tank and putting petrol taps on, so you can lift the tank on and off without having to drain it down every single time. But yeah, well, you shouldn't need to change the plugs that often anyway. There's no reason to keep on changing your spark plugs. They should be good for 5,000-6,000 miles. I've run spark plugs for 7,000 miles and had no issues with them. So there you have it. I've been Ariel. This has been at home, not in the shed. See you next time. Ciao for now.